story begins with Sethward, Seth for short, feeling sick after going camping. He has a fever and also has a quote-unquote bug bite that is red, swollen, painful, and pus-filled. So he goes to his doctor and is prescribed methicillin. He takes the medicine, but he still feels sick. He goes back to his doctor, and his doctor says that he may have a strain of MRSA, that is methicillin-resistant Staphylococcus aureus. How can this happen?
Bacteria are prokaryotes, single-celled living organisms that thrive in diverse environments. Some of them are beneficial and help with things like digestion, while others can be harmful and deadly, like necrotizing fasciitis. Bacteria hijack cells and rewrite DNA. This interrupts bodily systems. The hijacked cell no longer performs its old function, but instead hijacks other cells. When enough cells get taken over, bodily functions are no longer performed, and this is what causes symptoms of bacterial infection.
Proteins are molecular machines that perform tasks needed to keep cells alive. These atoms form an amino group, a carboxyl group, a side chain surrounding the alpha carbon. The body normally uses proteins to do everything, including fighting disease.
The side chain is the only thing that differentiates proteins, and it can determine its function. Antibiotics manipulate proteins by turning them on or off, by attacking specific proteins that are found in a bacterium or a virus. However, when antibiotics are overprescribed, like when they are prescribed when they are not needed for viral infections, this can lead to giving these bacteria an opportunity to develop immunity. Additionally, people are not taking all the antibiotics prescribed, just when a doctor gives a patient medicine to take home, and they stop taking the medicine once they feel better, rather when they finish taking all the medicine, which leads to the possibility of some bacteria surviving and mutating. Rather than taking care of livestock, or at least limiting the spread of disease, many farms also keep livestock in very bad conditions and just give them antibiotics. Thus, antibiotic-resistant bacteria can thrive in these environments.
The bacteria that develop immunity have been named superbugs. Proteins work to the advantage of the body. However, these superbugs have mutated to have their own proteins.
Think back to Sethward, who is in the hospital waiting for treatment. Perhaps in this case survives and they find a new antibiotic to treat him with. But in a different universe, he may not.
Perhaps the next time he goes to the hospital, the doctors won't know what to do, and Sethward doesn't make it.
However, this doesn't have to be the end. There's still time. Some ways that you can help fight against this antibiotic resistance is to take all your medication and to make sure when your doctor prescribes it that you actually need it. And you can also just eat less meat or eat meat that is not pumped with antibiotics.
You can learn more about antimicrobial resistance at the PDB 101.